commission to order August 5th, 7 p.m. Can we have a roll call of the commissioners?
Commissioner Wong,
Present.
Vice Chair Davis,
Here.
Chair Chan.
Present.
All commissioners are present except
3.
three commissioners are present with Commissioner Big and Commissioner Chan, or Commissioner Choi absent.
All right. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the land acknowledgement. I'll just read the first sentence tonight. The Millbrae Planning Commission acknowledges that we occupy the unceded, ancestral, traditional, and contemporary homeland of the Ramaytush Ohlone peoples, who are the original inhabitants of the San Francisco Peninsula. This land acknowledgement is printed on all of our agendas. Next up is the agenda overview. We have just 2 things on the agenda, one approval of minutes and a public hearing item. So pretty brief. Why don't we move on to the approval of minutes? Do any of the commissioners have comments on the minutes? Yes, Commissioner Wong.
I was not present at that meeting, and so I'm going to abstain from voting.
Okay. Any other comments on the meeting minutes?
Just the one to, on the vote in item 5, it should say 4-0. And nothing about Commissioner Wong recusing himself. He was absent. Or you can leave it there if you want, it's why he was absent, but okay.
Okay. So I guess, Vice Chair Davis, are you making a motion to pass the meeting minutes with a correction to the vote on the vote being just a 4-0-0 vote?
Sure thing, yes.
All right, I'll second that motion. Can we do a roll call vote, please? Oh, sorry, did you have something else you wanted to mention? Commissioner Wong, you were talking earlier.
Oh, just that I was not present at the meeting.
right.
I would recommend approving the minutes with that
Right.
correction that I was recused from the meeting.
Okay, great. All right, can we do a vote, please?
Yes.
Chair Chan,
Yes.
motion passes 2-0-1 with Commissioner Wong recusing.
Because we only have 2 commissioners voting on the item tonight, I would suggest that we continue it to the next meeting since you need to have 3 for a vote.
I thought if we only had 3, 2 was good enough.
Yeah, but you only have 3 commissioners present and 1 just abstained, right? So that means you have a 2-0 and you need to have a quorum to be able to vote on the minutes. So I would suggest perhaps an alternate motion to continue it to the next hearing. Unless Chair or Commissioner Wong would like to change his vote, because you can vote on minutes if you're not present.
Yeah, I think that would be inappropriate at this point for me.
Okay. All right then.
Save it for later.
Okay. So then I will move that we continue the minutes approval of July 15th to the next Planning Commission meeting. Any seconds? Do I need a second to continue?
By default.
Okay, sure. All right. Next item is public communication. If there's any member of the public who wishes to comment on something that's not on tonight's agenda, you may either turn in a speaker slip to the dais now or raise your hand on Zoom. Do we have any members of the public who wish to speak tonight? Any hands on Zoom, staff?
No hands on Zoom and no one from the public.
All right. Moving right along to the public hearing, 236 Broadway, review and adoption of a resolution approving a public conveyance or necessity application to allow a type 20 off-sale beer and wine California Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control license in existing retail store at 236 Broadway, M&L Happy Place. I have to disclose that I need to recuse myself from this item. So that brings us below the quorum necessary to make a decision on this. So I guess we will be continuing this to the next meeting also.
And the next hearing date is August 19th at 7 p.m.
Okay, great.
Is the applicant here online? Okay.
Okay. All right. Nothing under new business, nothing under staff updates.
Oh, I'll give you a heads up on the staff updates.
Oh, sure. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I apologize. It says none, but so the next hearing, this item that we had at 236 Broadway, the public convenience and necessity item, will get continued to that meeting. The meeting will definitely have 1301 Broadway scheduled. 1301 Broadway is a 97-unit affordable housing project. It originally came to the city and received approval under the Senate Bill SB 35 project application type, which is a ministerial approval. It does not come to the Planning Commission for hearing under SB 35. The applicants have willingly revised the project and are even though it's an affordable housing project, they're bringing it back under SB 330 as a design review and conditional use permit application for consideration before the Planning Commission at our next hearing date. So they've revised the plans. They've changed them from the prior approval, and they've willingly agreed to modify the project and bring it back through the public hearing process. One of the reasons why they're coming back also, they're applying for a grant at the end of this month, and they'll probably touch on that a little bit. So it's a revised project, and it's scheduled for our next meeting agenda. So please, I encourage everyone to be there. Probably one of the bigger projects we'll have on the agenda this year. We also may have a sign program for one of the biotech projects underway, but that's not quite sure. We're not quite sure about that yet. So that's just a heads up on what's coming up on the pipeline. As I mentioned earlier, the planning manager is out this month, so I'll be covering that meeting. We'll also have our new assistant city attorney present at that meeting. The city council recently hired a new firm to serve as city attorney. So we have new legal counsel, and that'll be the first time that they'll be attending the Planning Commission meeting. So that's my staff updates.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions to staff about the updates? All right. Planning Commissioner announcements. Anyone wish to make an announcement? Commissioner Wong, you want?
No.
Okay. All right. No announcements then. We've reached the end of our agenda. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right. Thanks everyone for attending tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.